do I have?
Yeah.
So let me see real quick. I guess I can just go down the list. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 8 now.
Okay, just checking because I wanted to make sure that I had put in mine already, and I guess I did. So
Yeah,
that's
because
good.
I started at 5 and I've bought 3 now.
Yeah.
2 of which are Infernal Charms at this point.
We are live, by the way.
Okay.
Hello,
Hello.
streamers or streamies.
Viewers,
Hello,
perhaps?
once again, audience.
Hello, audience. Yeah. That's a good word. Audience.
Audience is a lovely word.
It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We can get nice and started already. I have all my stuff lined up. Now, before we actually get started, though, I sent each one of you a brief question before the session, and I'd like to go around and answer and ask that now and get your answers. We will start with thrice broken upon the spire.
Yes.
To whom I said, currently, the map that is tattooed on you shows the town that you started in, your current location, and another X. It also shows some local terrain, which would be useful if you could read it.
Yes.
Generally, though, landmarks are distinct enough you know what they are, as in the town looks like a town to some degree. What is one hitherto for unmentioned feature of interest on the map?
Well, what I answered was that since we are up in the frozen north of Exalted, that there is some sort of ice cavern deep in the side of an ancient glacier hidden up here somewhere.
All right. And for our next question, we'll go to Ashafia. You were alive all the way back during the Primordial War, and you participated in the destruction of some massive creature that served the Primordials. What atrocities did it commit, and what did it look like?
Well, it was a very large, kind of woolly mammoth, olifant type creature, and it was during a very confusing battle. Some of the lines had broken. The Solars didn't quite know where this creature had gone, but they were pretty sure that it had headed into a heavily populated area to do some damage, which it had. But not intentionally. Mostly it was just confused.
Okay. And I didn't actually ask this, but did this creature of some note have any kind of name?
No.
Okay.
We kind of killed it dead before it could get a name.
Did it commit any atrocities?
Well, yeah, it kind of stomped over like 3 or 4 entire towns and villages in the middle of, I'm scared. Why are these people trying to attack me? Oh, God.
All right. Silver Lark.
Mm-hmm.
I asked you, your Shahaya, your lunar mentor, is Sublime Danger. And during the mentorship, there were a good number of combat and non-combat training exercises / missions that you went on. This is a question about espionage mission. What is one important thing you learned when spying on the realm that you did not tell Sublime Danger?
I wouldn't keep anything from Sublime Danger.
Okay.
So I may have missed something. Who is Sublime Danger?
Sublime Danger is Silverlark's Shahaya, a elder of the Silver Pact.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
All right, and finally, Misty Sai. Your family is not one of the great houses, although you know that they have associated with them. Each member of your family carries some identifying item, maybe with some other utility, and so you have some marking from your family. What is it?
Well, it's not exactly an item, but it is very useful in that it identifies members of the family positively, assuming it's not made with magic. It is a small scar that is shaped like a star, like a compass, with cardinal directions and then the southeast, southwest, those directions as well. And it's given to each of the children at 10 years old. It's like carved into like the inside of their upper arm, so it's easily hideable, but also it's easy to like show it to someone to like prove you're part of the family. And the reason it's given to kids so young is because if it was given to them if they were older, then the scar would be like red from like it being recent, but because it's given so young, it turns silver by the time they're adults, so that you can positively identify them as part of the actual family instead of like the, married in people.
Okay. And then, of course, it has been a while since we were actually able to play. So, who remembers where we were when we left off?
Kicking down the door.
Or
Inside
rather,
of the hall, I think.
Okay.
Because
yes.
like we were looking at the decorations.
Specifically, you were looking at a pair of books. One of which just gave Silverlark a new intimacy. And you are now at the... and there is another large door in front of you. There's also two smaller doors off to either side of this room. This kind of, for lack of a better word, entry room, greeting room. There's a word for that. Reception room.
Would you call it a foyer?
No, I would not. So one big door, two small doors. What do you do?
One big door, two small doors. Are there any markings on these doors that distinguish them besides their size?
No. Although the architect... Yeah, your eyes are much more drawn toward the large door.
Is it because it's big?
Yeah, also just the architecture of the room. The small doors aren't hidden. They're just not... They don't pop out. You're not meant to look at them.
I fold my arms and look at all three of the doors before turning to the party. Which one do you think the necromancer's hiding behind?
Either the most extravagant one or the one that is the most obscure.
Well, it sounds like we have a 50-50% chance of getting it right then.
Well, then let's
So
try the big
two
one.
small doors.
Well, one of them has to be the most obscured, right? Right?
That's fair.
Misty, can you track?
I
Magic?
suppose I can. Well, magic, I don't know. I don't think I can track magic. Yeah, that's not something I can really do. But I
Sorry.
could really, really quietly open the door and see what's behind it.
That's probably a good idea. I had been like walking towards the big door as that conversation was going on, and I kind of stop as you say I can sneakily open it.
Yeah, I think the smaller doors might be easy to sneakily open because they happen to have, less obvious openings. The largest one is kind of a little bit easily spottable.
Can I
Hmm.
use sagacity and finesse or something to use or to cast detect magic,
Um,
so to speak?
is a excellent question, which I am going to check and answer for real quick because
I mean, typically there's a charm that lets you see sorcery things going on, unless there was obvious signs of sorcery.
It's what,
um,
like all-encompassing sorcerer's sight or something?
yeah, it's
Probably.
exactly that is the exact name of it. Uh, although I'm pretty sure you haven't taken all of your charms that you could have at this point. So if you would like that to be a charm that you take, you may do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Want to give us a tasty description of what looks like so we can get one of those dramatic somethings?
Oh yeah, use a stunt to just get it. That's not the charm.
That's right. Yeah, you do a stunt to learn charm in session.
Oh yeah. Okay. I got a stunt in mind.
I will
Go
say
ahead.
before we do this, there is a prerequisite for this charm: spirit cutting lance.
No.
I do have that.
Cool.
Thank-
Just wanted to double check.
All right.
Let's see. All right. So what I want to do is I'll hold up a hand to stop the um, almost opening of the doors and say, let me check something first. I might have an idea. I'm gonna go up to each one in turn and just close my eyes and set my hand on the door and just sense the resonant energies within. This area is already crawling with necromantic energy. It just sends your back shivering. All I'm trying to do is find the point where it's just a bit stronger.
And take a stunt. Learn a charm.
And I do not have that one right in front of me at the moment. What does that one do?
Okay, so for you, as a lunar, all-encompassing sorcerer sight usually does a commit one mote for a scene. You perceive the presence of essence, including dematerialized spirits, and borders between worlds, such as the wild or shadowlands, as gauzy distortions. Attuned artifacts appear as though lit from within, and hearthstones burn like embers. Whenever a character uses essence to power charms or any other effect, these are always visible to the user as though the character had an active anima. You may make a force plus sagacity roll to understand spirit magic, sorcerer's workings, and other strange phenomena like those produced by demances, the wild, and the underworld, or to identify the use of a charm. Such effects may have variable difficulty, typically 3 plus the creator's essence. The lunar mode is Scent of Midnight Dweemers. And for lunars, your all-encompassing sorcerer sight is partially expressed as a smell. All-encompassing sorcerer's scent, or all-encompassing sorcerer's nose. You may determine the nature of a spirit or fae using this charm. Disguise magic increases the difficulty. You gain your essence as bonus successes on a roll to track a spirit scented with this charm.
Okay.
So, upon turning on your sorceress eyes and nose, you can immediately, as you said, the aura of necromancy here is almost overwhelming. And you can definitely smell actually a number of spirits or other supernatural of spirits and some other supernatural beings around here. One of them is a particularly strong spirit. Another, you aren't quite sure. You're not even sure if it's a spirit or not. And finally, you can smell a very odd smell, but you already recognize it.
A smelly
because
smell. It smells smelly.
it is the smell from when you saw the necromancer's dream projection. Almost none of the big smells go through the two small doors on the sides of this room, but the big door definitely has had spirits go through it.
All right.
And as you are looking, a pulse of necromantic energy kind of permeates the area around the entire castle that you can see. And you can see that it is going inwards.
Okay. Don't like that. I'm going to nod in satisfaction and point to the big door. Like, this is the one. Yeah. Definitely the arrogant type. But we gotta hurry. There's some energies wafting over here.
So,
doesn't concern
sneaking
me.
or, like, not sneaking? Like, should we just, like, straight up burst the door open?
From the... Would it be Willie, would it be a fair estimate to say, I have a feeling that with the energies here, he already knows.
You could reach that assumption, but there's nothing that really that you could make that assumption, but there's nothing that would specifically lead you to that conclusion,
Okay.
other than that things just seem permeated.
Yeah. I have the feeling.
I have a
that he-
question.
Okay.
So, no, not a question like for the group. I'm just curious. Is there? I forgot. Is there a way that we can like get some sort of like advantage in attacking from being sneaky or stealthy or something?
There is an ambush advantage. I think it makes it their defense 1 lower for the first round, if I remember correctly.
We'll deal with combat questions and sneaking questions when we actually get to them.
Yep, surprise characters reduce defense by 1 for the first round of combat. There you go.
Well, I'm just curious because if we sneak through the door, then maybe we can get advantage or whatever on whatever is behind the door. That's what I was wondering.
True.
Yeah, if we're sneaky enough, sure. I'm not sneaky.
I was gonna suggest that the ones who are sneaky be sneaky, and the ones who are not sneaky just go in, fire wands blazing, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it's your call, boss. I look at you specifically, Lark.
All right. Okay. You pointing at pointing at Misty. You go ahead and hide. That way, when the rest of us blast the doors open, you can sneak in unnoticed while they're distracted. Maybe that'll give you an edge.
Alrighty.
Sound good, everyone?
Excellent.
Cool.
I have little patience left.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna let the ones who are strong do the heavy lifting of opening the door. I'm gonna prepare myself.
I nod, and then I approach the door. Willie, I'm gonna kick this door down.
I'm not gonna make you roll for that.
Good. So I look back to make sure everyone's ready. I don't nod, and I turn around, and I just crack the ground under 1 foot under the force, and I just slam it through the door.
Now note this is a large door, almost a gate, the size of the one that you came in. And your kick sends it back, kind of spinning on its hinges. And one side of it goes all the way back and slams into the wall. The other side just kind of flies and flops down with a big old bang. And you're looking at and past it, you're actually looking at a sizable outdoor area, a courtyard, if you will. And directly, there's a path, a stone path, going across the courtyard to another large door that appears to be going into the castle proper. And the courtyard itself appears almost overgrown with vines. But the vines, given any length of inspection, appear to be some kind of stone.
Art.
And they're covered in little pustules.
Perhaps not art. Alright, Well, nothing to do but go across the courtyard, I think. I'm assuming there's another door on the other side.
There is. About the same size as the one you just kicked in, and it is about the same size as the one you just kicked in, and it appears to be going into the castle proper. If you look up, you can see the castle is a couple stories tall. There are several windows from apparently the floor right above this door, as well as off to the left and right. And Lark, since it is still the same scene, you continue to have your sorceress sight on. You can see up in the air above you, necromantic energy is kind of pulling in, pulling toward the castle. And it's permeating. It's permeating a lot here, but in particular, it is permeating those vines.
Is it going for any particular story of the building, or is it just going for the vines?
It's coming in at the top.
Okay.
But you can't see what's happening to it from there. And it is. There's a couple other spots where it's going in, but most of it is kind of vortexing up there.
Well,
There's another pulse of energy that goes through the building, and the vines, it pulses through them extremely brightly, and you smell something that you can only describe as wrong as they move, shift. The larger ones churn up earth and stone around them, and several of the smaller ones actually start reaching out towards you.
well, there's not to do but continue forward. I keep moving forward.
All right.
Lines.
I'm gonna point out what I'm seeing or smelling.
A little bit of both.
Well, the only way to stop this is via stopping the necromancer, so...
All right. May I assume that you're just going in with to this next door with the same
My
gusto
attitude
you
has
already
not
went in?
changed.
All
The
right.
door is
Can
more
I-
being...
Can I do something interesting when you try to like blast through this door? Like when you're about to like kick it down?
If you got something, I'm interested.
Neat. So I'm gonna do a handspring off your shoulders to kick in the door because I think it'd be really fun to kick this door down.
Sure. I mean, I'm down. I don't care who
I've
kicks
got-
in the door.
Physique of 3 and athletics of 5. So do you want me to roll or can I do that?
The door is not locked
Nice.
with anything that can really withstand the power coming at it. It does appear to have slightly better hinges than the last door,
Excellent.
and they both sides of it just crash open, and now you find yourself in what you'd call the foyer. It's dark. There's not a lot of light permeating this area, and there are several doors. There's several doors leading away from this room, as well as 2 spiral staircases that go both up and down. And noteworthy, there are those vines are also present in here.
Do we still have our animal levels from the previous session?
They would have gone down by let's call it 2 by now.
I am active. My gut instinct says to go down for necromancy.
And there is another pulse that goes through the vines, shift, and reach towards you again. And also from there's 3 doors here, as I said. One off to the left, one directly in front of you. That kind of like that first door by no magical means, just by being a bit more ornate. And it used to have more decorations. Maybe red velvet everywhere, but it's now kind of more brown, mildly soft spots in most places. But one of the unassuming doors off to the right, you can hear a faint humming noise. Or a faint humming. A little bit musical.
All of us?
Everyone can hear it.
My gut instinct says go up. I think necromancers might love drama, and I feel like the top of the tower is definitely where we should be going. But I could be wrong. Who knows?
So we have up, down, and music room, or sound room. I'm gonna grab a die because I feel like my character, well, he's not super distractible.
He's very focused on ending this man.
Lark, I will give you the information of what you can smell. To start with, the smell that you can kind of identify as the Seeker of Shadows' spirit is only present on the staircase to your left, and it goes up. It does go both up and down that staircase, as well as going with. You can pick up a little bit of the regularity here. It goes into the room immediately in front of you, with a big ornate door fairly frequently, and also fairly frequently into the room with the humming. The only one that you're sure is a ghost, albeit a strong ghost, goes up and down both staircases and into the door on the left. It does not go into the door on the right or the main door. And the last smell that you're not sure of at all goes in all directions.
Okay, not gonna lie, you kinda lost me.
Sorry. You have three distinct smells of somehow of you. There's three distinct beings of power level that you can smell. Um, one of them is the necromancer that you're here tracking, who you can smell because you smelled his spirit possessing the guy earlier. One of them is a fairly powerful ghost, and one of them is maybe a ghost, but maybe not. It's confusing.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the one that I recognize the best.
Okay.
Going for the one that smells like necromancer.
Okay. His smell permeates the staircase on the left. There's two spiral staircases, both going up and down, and also goes into the main room that's kind of up in front of you, as well as the room to the right that there's humming coming from.
Is there any distinction with how strong it is?
Probably strongest. You can't tell which way necessarily, but it's strongest on the staircase.
Then
Um,
I'm gonna go. So wait, the staircase
and
just has the doors behind it? I don't know why I'm so confused right now.
so this room has it opens up, and there's immediately two big spiral staircases.
Okay.
But also on the ground there are three doors on this floor.
Okay.
And the
So
one,
strongest going up the stairs.
yep, and weakest in the door to the right.
Okay.
Didn't you say weakest to the left?
Nope, weakest on the right. For that. Well,
Oh.
technically weakest
How's
on
the
the left.
humming room?
Yes,
Which one's the humming room?
the one on the right.
Oh, you mean like weakest, like not been there recently?
Is there the least? Is a better statement.
I thought that was the one on the left, which was the ghost room.
The one on the left, the necromancer smell just doesn't go there.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. I mean, I'll relay what I got. I'm gonna suggest going up the stairs.
If the necromancer is most likely upstairs, I start walking upstairs.
I follow.
Yep, me too.
Okay. You go up the stairs, the staircase to the left, and as you get to the next floor, looking over to the right, you can see that there is that the staircases both go up to this same floor, but you also can see that there's 4 more doors on this floor. Once again, there's a big ornate one. I want to call it forward. Opposite the side of the castle that you entered on. But there also is another big ornate one on the side of the castle you entered on. Once again, on the left and right, there are smaller doors, although these ones are more ornate. These ones look like they're more supposed to be noticed than the ones that were down below. And The one on this floor, the one to your right, has a very large, sturdy-looking lock on it. And give me a... If anyone would like to give me a perception plus awareness. Nope.
Perception, what a good skill.
Yeah, always.
That doesn't exist.
Damn it.
I will roll
a-
1 sec.
Awareness.
An awareness check, yes.
Yes, an awareness check.
My focus
I am
is
not gonna-
deadly.
2 successes.
Okay. Ash, you don't really hear anything.
I'm already
Yeah.
on high alert for anything around here. Four successes.
I'm just gonna roll.
Success.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Oh
cool.
my god.
Hello.
Okay.
Well. Nice.
That's like the best roll I think I've ever seen. That is
That's
10
a-
successes
How many
on
successes?
7 dice.
That is
Oh my
very
God.
much up there.
That's 4 10s, 2 8s, and a 4.
Hello. Yes, that's me.
Oh my god.
Okay. Thrice broken upon the spire. From the door to your left, you can hear you can very clearly hear the sound of pages turning. Someone muttering in a language that you can't identify, but sounds actually a lot like what Ashafia was speaking when she first came out before learning Sky Tongue. And you can occasionally hear, and there's also just some other occasional noises. There's something burning in there maybe, and that voice does sound like it's chanting.
So, as we're walking down this hallway, I stop very suddenly. My head just cracks to the left to look at this door, and like
Oh.
you see all the muscles in my body tense as I like dodge roll into the door, putting my full mass behind it, just trying to wreck the
Absolutely
entire.
not.
Oh, I
My
have
character will stop you.
How dare
What?
you?
I
though?
have one other piece of information about this door for you.
Oh god, is it reinforced?
It is not, but you're only getting this because you have
10 successes.
10 successes on that roll. But very faintly from the margins of that door, you see a golden glow that you've
Fucking called it.
only really seen one time before.
Oh, yeah, I'm not stopping. I am pissed.
Can I roll to try and like pull you aside so you don't immediately run into this magical barrier?
I'm assuming this
like-
golden glow that I've seen once before is similar to a very, very glowy person.
Yes, in fact it is.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Can I? There's a specific move in Taekwondo that I would like my character to do. I know I don't have any martial arts, but I feel like she would have at least learned one takedown move that like is silent enough that like you could take a person from like moving fast towards something to slightly being like
Do you have
dropped on the floor.
Do you have any thoughts in close combat?
I do. I have 4.
Okay. we can make this a contested roll between the two of you.
I want you to be shush so we can sneak a bit.
I
Me
thought the
not bullish in
agreement
this
was
door
that
would
you-
actually provoke limit in me.
Also,
Well-
the agreement was that the big people were gonna blast in while the sneaky people were gonna hide and come in
How
behind.
can I sneak? How can I sneak if someone blasts open the door? They'll see us immediately.
The person who's doing the blasting is distracting.
Yeah, they won't. They'll see thrice broken upon the spire, but they won't see you.
Oh, they'll see me.
But if you're trying, if you're trying to stop thrice, we're doing a contested roll right here.
Because like I will not back down on this one.
And I think that'll
I'd rather if I do back down, I will probably like have to do some sort of limit thing.
Like,
that will
Like
be
this is my intimacy saying fuck that glow. I'm going to kill it.
that will be
Okay.
that will be thrice rolling physique and you rolling close combat.
Okay, actually, like, my character would probably, like, go to stop him, but then realize that that's kind of against their contract, because technically he's, like, the contract, like, holder, so I guess she'll chill and be like, this is a bad idea, oh my god, we're not even gonna get... Okay, yeah, she's
it's
gonna do
also
that.
against the prearranged contract of what we were planning on doing with the
Like I
last
said,
door.
if you do want to try,
not
I'm
a
not like
contract,
angry
that's a
with you or
plan.
anything.
No, I mean, like, she would probably realize that that's not your intention. Your intention is to go in all guns blasting, crossbows firing, and, like, there's really, like, that's your plan, and, like, whatever. She'll just go with whatever you're doing.
Well,
You know, I would love to do a contested roll, but that's kind of against her own principles as well, I realized, so...
All
I'm not gonna
right.
do it.
well, at least I don't
you-
have to use 10 Hux meditation to really have too many successes on that. Okay. Saves me most
Fair
in the
enough.
long run.
All right. Well, this
yeah.
door, once again, not locked or anything. Um,
But yeah, I'm running like full speed through this door, like fists first to the door as it explodes in splinters, sort of power.
yeah, it bursts off the hinges and just goes flying right back until it collides with the wall on the other side. Falls kind of flat on the ground, and a small pile of books falls down from the wall that it hit onto it. As you get into the room, there's a muscular man in here, and but with a pair of glasses, who's currently bending over a tome that is open with who knows what on it. There's a some kind of circle with markings around it in the middle of the room. All sorts of books and a couple little beakers.
Beakers. I knew it. Can't be
Uh,
trusted.
That are bubbling. And yeah, as you burst in, the guy who's a very, very faint glow to him looks up a little bit shocked. Excuse me. Excuse me. You broke in the door.
10 seconds. Tell me what your purpose is here before I splatter you across the walls. 1.
3,
I'm very
4,
I'm difficult to
5.
There's these
6.
books.
I cracked my
over
knuckle.
Here, the fascinating, fascinating.
That's 10 seconds.
research. They keep asking me questions about it. I'm
Ash steps between
just
Thrice Broken and this person, gently
lots of
pushing Thrice Broken to the side.
lots of information. They bring me things. I help them figure it out. It's good. I like it
Are
here.
you working for the necromancer?
Let's see.
Someone
deafening.
jumped out. Someone jumped out and jumped in.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say working for so much as working with. We have an arrangement, yes.
I feel like that's good enough for Thrice, honestly.
Oh, so you willingly working with the necromancer?
Is that a problem?
Kind of.
This has been a very productive 10 seconds. I am sorry for your loss of jaw.
Jaw
Okay.
and job.
Oh, okay. He squares up, making himself look as big and intimidating as possible. Which he doesn't have a hard time of. He does actually have a reasonable physique.
Well,
When
you
he's-
are not the necromancer himself, correct? You are just working with him?
Well, I've been trying to learn some, but I haven't been very successful.
This dude is
Can-
unintelligent.
I kind of like give a side glance to the party as like a should I murder this man?
I would like to sneak up behind you and whisper in your ear and be like, I feel like you don't have to kill him. You could just like break his fingers and maybe like keep him from like being able to talk. I mean, that would keep him from committing sorcery and necromancy, but also he would still be alive. So
I kind of nod a little bit, and then I almost gingerly walk up to like the alchemy table and I grab one of the beakers, which is like still hot.
Oh. Craig has
kind
been
of-
falling in and
Yeah,
out of this
just lost
session.
Craig.
Goodbye, Craig.
Well,
Good thing we're streaming, so we have a record of it still.
Yes, yeah.
we'll have to.
I pick up the beaker and I kind of swirl it experimentally as the azure fluid inside of it splashes. And I look back to the necromancer and I say, you will tell us everything about this necromancer, his weaknesses, where he is, what he's planning, or I am going to make you drink this.
it's just dihydrogen monoxide, like
I
whatever.
have no idea what this is. I'm really hoping it's something poisonous, but you never know. Maybe it'll turn him into a rat. I don't know. I don't know how magic works.
A llama? He's supposed to be dead. Sorry, I had to.
He, let's see. He squints at it for a moment. All right. I suppose. What, is, what you want to know? What's
What is this necromancer's goal here?
goal?
Because you see, we're the new law in town, and we don't like what he's been doing.
Goal.
Now recording.
Hey, hi, Craig.
Oh, hi, Craig.
Hello, Craig.
Well, let's see. I've been having a lot of luck with the samples he's brought back.
Samples of what?
This these. He gestures, pointing at the kind of around the room, all of the vines everywhere. These, something that was. I've been trying to figure out what something that was dead a very long time ago, and we're having great luck trying to reanimate it, bring it back. Was able to do it right over here, you see, with just this little piece. But I, by my calculations, it's going to take a lot more than what we have available here in this castle in order to bring more of it back.
Do you know what it is?
That's a fantastic question. Short answer, no.
And yet you're
Long
trying to bring it back.
Yes, I would like to know what it is.
Long answer then.
Long answer. I think it's something that's not dates back quite a long time back, maybe to the maybe to the shogunate, maybe a bit farther back. I'm not entirely sure. There's another big quake going through everything.
We don't have time for a history lesson.
Oh,
So where is the necromancer?
That is what I would like to know as well.
the do you mean the prince or the bodyguard? Which one do you want to know where they are? I don't actually know either.
Which one is conducting this ritual right now?
Ritual right now? Ritual right
Shaking
now.
the castle.
Oh, I haven't the foggiest idea.
Are
Probably together, honestly.
okay. Where is that happening? Like,
Question.
I'm clearly becoming agitated at this point.
Good question.
I love this 10-second countdown. Let's do that again.
I would
Fire?
actually like
I wonder what the prince does quite like to defile the history room. I haven't been down there much. The history room or the roof, probably.
Which one's closer to us?
What's the full name of the prince?
The full name of the prince. Oh.
You keep calling him Prince. I would like to know his full title before he ends.
Oh, his Majesty is. Oh, it's been so long since I've actually said his name.
You see my brow crinkle with displeasure when he mentions His Majesty.
Alu. Prince Alu.
Hello,
Prince
card?
Alu.
No. Why would you say that? I don't. I feel like that was a reference.
Prince
But I don't
Alu
understand.
welcoming you into his castle.
What?
There is no welcome.
I would like to walk up to this man. And
Alu Nashevik.
I'm quite calm about this. And he's like, is he like kneeling or anything, or is he standing?
No.
Last time he was like squaring up.
He is. He actually is still a little bit squared up at you in the most threatening manner that he can be.
Adorable.
I'm going to look at Thrice after. Well, okay. I'll say what I want to say first. I'm going to look at this man and say, all life proceeds to an end worth embracing. And just smile a little.
He squints. What? Philosophy? I thought we were talking about politics or science. Are we talking philosophy now?
No, I'm just gonna hold up the book that I picked up earlier.
Oh, did you pick up the whole one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I picked it up.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna look at him and be like, what that means to me is that once something ends, it should stay ended.
Oh, hey, by the way, as you pick that book up and it goes in front of your face, you definitely smell another ghost.
Awesome.
It's bigger than any of the other ghosts that you've smelled.
I will worry about that later. What you're doing here may be noble in your mind, but I think this vine creature's probably been gone for a very good reason from the look of it, and I think it should stay that way. And I think you might agree with this soon. And if you don't, well, Thrice, I don't think he has anything more to say to us that's important. Why don't we put him out of his misery?
You can try.
Yes,
He flexes.
I think we'll succeed.
I can't try.
This is a waste of our time.
Rooftop or basement?
We should tie him up first, at least.
I have a coin if you'd like one. I don't know which.
Let's try rooftop.
Hey. If you help us kill the necromancer, I'll consider leaving both of your hands intact. Repent your evil ways.
Tell you what. I'm not much interested in actually fighting. I can take a hit, but not much a fan of giving it out. But tell you what. I'll tell you where someone that can help you out is.
You got me.
Down. As long as you don't tell the person I'm going to tell you about where I am.
I don't think you're in a position to bargain.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
I've been able to hear you the whole time.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then no one responded to my "we should probably tie him up first" thing?
I
was just
mean,
checking.
that was right after I suggested just killing him. I don't feel like tying him up first would be relevant.
Well, no, not before we kill him. I just mean tie him up, and then later we'll come and decide if we're gonna actually kill him or not.
We put him in chains and we drag him behind us to use him as a mobile guide.
Look, I'll tell you. I'll tell you where someone that'll help you is, and I'll leave, and I won't mess with whatever's happening here. Yeah.
Where is this other person?
Down in the dungeon.
What is their name?
It's shoot.
Not important. You take us there.
Oh, I'd really rather that.
Ash
that-
draws her spear
Yep.
very
What-
slowly.
What you'd
and
rather.
It's a
point on his shoulder.
They're probably not gonna like you much either. It's a tepid shikari.
That's why you go first.
They
Wait,
don't like
did he just say tepit?
that. Yes.
Take us there now.
Oh,
And I'm just
okay.
gonna grab him by the the front of his shirt, pull him close, and say, "You are within 10 seconds at any point of betrayal to death. Now move." And I'm gonna let him go.
All right.
Go.
All right.
Okay. This is my plan. Someone has to slow this necromancer down.
You want to take that?
I will go to the roof.
If you're looking to, if you're looking to slow down whatever, if you're looking to slow down whatever ritual's happening, there's a couple of nexuses of power he's probably using through the building.
Are
Well, that
any
would
of
have been
them
helpful to
on the
know
way?
a minute ago.
On the way. This room very often.
Well, you better get a good idea of the layout.
Well,
What do the nexuses look like? I can find them. That I can work with.
they're gonna be rooms that have a lot of vines in them. They're pretty obvious.
And what do I have to do to the vines? So I just destroy the vines.
That would probably do it.
Excellent. You all follow this. I squint as if trying to decide what the proper word to use to describe him is. Book person to find the person in the dungeon. I'll blow up some vines.
They're right. I think they're in the guest chambers, the barracks, the
I saw some
offices.
earlier down in the courtyard. Courtyard.
Yes, but that's just most of it. The nexuses aren't just all of the vines. There
The
lots of
next
vines
step.
altogether.
Regardless, I am wasting time here now. I begin to trudge off in a direction.
Okay. And everyone else is going to the basement?
Would
Basically,
you
yeah.
like some backup thrice?
If you'd like to join me, I wouldn't turn it down. I'm sure there'll be plenty of vines for the both of us. And we don't know how long we have until this ritual completes. It's best that we make the most of our time. I'm not one for convincing or talking beyond snapping arms.
As you all begin leaving the room with your new
Friend.
friend,
Prisoner.
another shudder goes through this entire building, and the roof lifts, and the floor above you lifts just a little bit. There's a gust of cold coming in.
Is it floating now?
No, it's just only supported. It's supported by stone vines instead of it's supported by stone vines instead of any of the actual structural support of the building.
All right, this seems problematic. I should go.
Well, it's about 5 feet up.
Well, Ash, I think we have some next side to destroy.
Okay. Lark, you got a handle on this?
Yes.
Well, let's go.
Very well. We go in the direction of probable Nexi.
All right.
Two exalts. One
Ready?
on fire, one ready to be on fire.
I'm constantly ready to be on fire.
It's a little bit easier to find these now.
I imagine.
Because you can see from looking over the top of looking where the roof used to be, you can see coming from the doors on the second floor facing the courtyard, you can see two just big old pillars of two big pillars of
Just stony vines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, the only way to start is by beginning.
Extreme
the-
ivy pulling.
You
Extreme.
take the one on the left.
You chop, I'll pull. We'll have this done.
And with that, Astrophia jumps into the fray, ready to clean house.
Okay.
Because we're pulling Ivy off the walls. Never mind.
We're cleaning this castle.
That was amazing.
Spring cleaning. It's funny because jumping.
You did have a better pun there. I'll admit that. That was good.
Well, either
All
way,
right.
yeah.
Well, actually, why don't you each give me a, I think you both had a stunt in there. I need to do another roll because you're going through a couple rooms. Building shakes, not much happens. Why don't you each give me a physique roll, cutting the to get rid of these vines. It's not going to be close combat because you're not. For the same reason that cutting wood wouldn't really be close combat. It's just a matter of raw strength. There.
This sounds like a feat of strength. Perhaps I have a charm that could help me.
I bet you do.
I will use my physique and my force, which I wouldn't normally use, but I'm getting a stunt, so it's exactly the same as just rolling my physique and my finesse.
And I am rolling force physique and activating 10 ox meditation. Which makes the difficulty 2 lower.
I got nothing.
Feat of strength. 1 sec. I need to actually. Okay, doke. Let's find my dice roller real quick. So I have a stunt, which is 4 and 4 is 8 is 10. So 10 dice. The difficulty of this is 2 lower for me, so I get 4 successes through it, I guess. Where is the little dice rolling area that I keep losing?
Dice rolls at the.
Yeah, there it is. I was looking at the wrong.
Yeah.
It's in a completely different Discord.
Yeah, that's why I was having a fun time trying to find it. Roll 10. I don't think I have anything else besides 10 ox meditation, which doesn't reduces below the roll either. 6.
All right. You do manage. Astrophia, you don't manage to sever the selection of vines that you're pulling at. There's a rather heavy bed that seems to have gotten tangled up in this room in the vines, and you punch one pillow very hard, but it's a pillow.
Pillow.
Yeah, the fluff goes everywhere. Thrice broken upon the spire, you are much more successful just grabbing at a vine, and you can feel it trying to pull back. But you grab one after another and just kind of rip open this pillar of vines like it was a flower blooming.
Excellent.
You can see.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, with one of those destroyed, you can see the section overhead of over your heads does shudder a bit. It has a bit less support now.
Looking behind me, seeing Astrophia hack away at it, I'm going to turn and run back over there and offer my assistance.
Okay, we're gonna go to the other group for now, though.
Makes sense.
Yep. Because it does take you a little bit to do this.
For sure.
All right, Lark and Misty. You follow your new, large, nervous, socially inept friend down the stairs, and he kind of points in various directions, kind of muttering that, kind of a little uncertainly telling you what's in what direction.
So what's in what direction?
Well, on the floor that you're on, obviously you were just in the study-library, and the big room with the lock on it is the is the vault of the castle, and the kind of main door for the floor is the main door for the floor is the old throne room, and the direction that you can see about the 4 nexi that are currently up. Well, only one now. Pushing out of pushing up is kind of it's actually where his bed is. Not that one in particular, but that's kind of where the nicer rooms for visiting people were. Down on the first, as you get down to the first floor, the building shakes again, and the kind of main door on this room goes to the dining hall. The door over to the right, where the humming is still coming from, is the kitchen.
Ooh, what's in the kitchen?
The humming does sound a little more strange now. And over to the left of the main entrance is kind of apparently just a bunch of offices of various kinds where bureaucrats that worked in this castle used to be. And then going farther down, there is a first basement floor.
Wait. I want to know what's in the kitchen.
Oh. Lark, are you also going to the kitchen, or are you...
No. I want to ask him what's in the kitchen.
I suspect food?
What's the humming sound about?
The cook.
Oh, okay.
He's quite good.
Interesting.
He always seems very loyal to the necromancer.
Do you think he
Prince.
would make us food if we asked?
Probably.
Oh, very nice. Such a gracious host.
Going down to the basement. As you reach the basement, you once again hear a just massive shudder through the building, and Thrice and Ash, you're in the middle of your respective attempts to get through these nexuses, and you hear something that sounds like snapping come from the staircase on the left that Lark had noted as having a lot of the necromancer's smell. Also, I would like both of you to real quickly roll me a awareness.
Both of us is in Ash, Sophia, and I, or both of us
Ash,
is in...
Sophia, and you, yes.
Okay.
3.
I had such good luck with this. Let's see if I continue with having luck with this. Roll. Sorry, 1 second. Need to look up my stat line for this. 3, and we're gonna roll with Fortitude. 6. God dang! What?
Jesus.
7. Why can I see things so well today?
All right. Well, we'll get back to that in a moment.
Cool. All right.
It was just time. And the other group is getting down into the dungeon, the sub-basement. Oh, right, at the first level of the basement, Opposite the door you came in, there is what he describes as the Hall of History. The offices connect over there, and going out under the courtyard, apparently there is the barracks and the armory of the castle. And you continue down to the basement, and Lark, I'm going to note for you, as you get down here, you are able, the smell of one of the ghosts, the stronger one, definitely a ghost, is getting increasingly strong going down here. Until at the very bottom of those, as you approach the bottom, you can actually hear the sound of a spit hitting the ground, and inhuman. Oh, so spicy, so spicy. Oh, resilient little shikari. It's a pleasure to destroy you bit by bit. Yeah, and you hear that as you're getting down there. And the man that you've been with kind of stops at this point and is like, yep, he's over there. The shikari's over there. I'm sure you don't need me from this point on, yes?
Oh, I'm going to keep you right next to me. You're not leaving and going to tell anybody.
I promise I won't. I won't. I just want to leave and not tell anybody.
No. I think you'll go in first. Now move.
All right. Fine.
Remember, we're not going to kill you unless you do something that earns our distrust.
I don't want to do this.
Noted.
Yeah, you're gonna actually have to roll to persuade him to go farther than this.
I would definitely like to try and intimidate him somehow, perhaps with my delicious knives.
Okay. Lark, can I assume that one of you is helping and one of you is doing the intimidate?
Uh-huh. I'll help.
Okie dokie. Give me that help roll then.
First off, what are we rolling, and then how?
This is what is it? Persuasion? That a stat?
No.
No.
Embassy. There it is.
Oh, I cannot do that. I'll do the helping roll.
Okay, I can do embassy.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll roll force because I feel like that definitely is applicable here. Yeah, and I can't.
Real quick, that presence is also a stat and normally used for intimidate.
Fair presence,
Presence is
actually.
not
That makes
here.
more sense.
Wait, oh, it is.
Presence is definitely there.
Oh,
Anyway.
Yeah,
I don't have that either.
I have that one.
Neat. I'll still do the help roll then because that makes a lot more sense for me to do that.
All right,
Because
roll
I
it.
just have a knife. Okay. Well, what I would like to do is I would like to flip the knife around in my hand and grin in a way that makes me look like a total psychopath. Can I do that, please?
Sure, take a stunt.
Thank you. Oh, I botched.
So you did.
Thank
That's a
God I
triple
didn't
botch.
do the actual roll.
He
Triple botch!
he acquires a on top of whatever else, he requires a minor intimacy of you are not intimidating.
Oh, scheisse.
You're kind of cute, actually.
No!
That's a good trick there. Maybe you can show me sometime. The knife flippy thing.
I giggle. This is not meant to be cute, but it is. Ah!
He blushes.
You
No!
giggle. You giggle, and
Incredible.
it's meant to be like the psychotic giggle, and instead it's like, thank you.
Oh my God. So right. I hate it. I mean, I am actually in a flawless disguise as a wench, a generic. So, does very, very applicably apply.
All right. Well, Lark, why don't you go ahead and roll your presence?
Uh-huh. So,
At, I'm sorry, an increased difficulty now.
I was so sorry.
Surely the dice were not your friend today.
No,
Apparently, they're only my friend.
I am,
they're very much yours. Go ahead. Sorry.
I see the amusement in this man's eyes and his demeanor of just like, wow, I thought these guys were scary. I see that and I'm like, I don't think so. And how to articulate this correctly? Can I, like, for the sake of a stunt, just like modify a aspect or two of my physique?
Yes.
Cool. I am going to, quite simply, take this man and I'm just gonna grab his jaw, underneath, and turn his head so that he's staring me right in the eyes. And my eyes are going to turn, some birds have like bright, bloody red eyes. They're gonna turn that color red, just like completely red. And
Mm.
my fingers are just kind of gonna tighten around his jaw in claws. And I'm going to lean in and with a growling voice go, "This is not a joke. You will take us in there, or I will rip your throat out and eat it for dinner."
All right. That's a stunt. Roll for me.
All right. Oh wait, how do I just remembered I have the performance excellency. Can I tack that on?
This is a
Uh,
presence roll, I believe, not performance.
Presence, that's what I meant.
Oh, well, if you have the presence excellency, if you'd like to spend a mote, you can add your presence score in dice to this roll.
that
Is
is
that-
correct.
Is that my presence score or is it my attribute score? Because I am a lunar.
Which attributes did you choose did you choose when you picked that charm out?
You get to pick the higher of the two.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Then
that's so
it's
cool.
definitely presence.
Yep.
Okay, that's one extra success, so 5 total.
You know, you're certainly scary. You're certainly intimidating, but and there is someone that is honestly scarier and more intimidating than you. I'm not interested. Nope.
All right.
Curse you, intimacies, and you're raising a resolve.
My hand tightens, and I lift him off the ground and walk forward with him, leading us.
Roll me a physique.
I can do that. Does that get us stunned?
Sure. And
I'm just looking here.
I can't believe you got 4 successes. That's amazing.
Five successes.
all right, you are. He is protesting, but you are dragging him along with you.
I imagine he might be thrashing, but I am holding. I adjusted my grip to his throat. Like in
It's
the stun.
it's pretty muscly.
I just don't think he can speak, is all.
Wait,
All
is he
right.
like a toned necromancer? Like a physically intimidating person?
He's been described as at least a little buff several times now.
If he had any
Okay.
dots in presence, he would be.
Yep.
Okay, fair.
Naturally, he is about actually he has about the natural buffness of Thrice.
Wow.
Yeah, he buff.
A bit burly?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Alright. I'm kind of impressed for like a mortal or whatever. I mean, I guess I'm kind of a mortal, or you guys think I am, so.
All right. And now we go. This whole thing took you a hot minute, so
I really don't think it took that long, but yeah.
a big wave of power goes through everything, and fire just as you're ripping that last piece of the nexus off. You feel the ground under your own feet shift, and you get tossed up. This is actually this toss is actually what throws off Ashafia's strike so incredibly, and move and makes that not work at all. And looking around, you can see that the wall that kind of separated the doors to all these little chambers that housed beds and stuff has that entire wall is kind of fallen away. And looking at you, Spire, you see this. Ash, you do not. Looking at you as you tear that last piece of the Nexus away is a figure that's carrying a big old sword, almost dressed almost entirely in black, black armor, just kind of whispering, and as you look, as this shaking subsides, the a an arc of blood flicks off the tip of that sword, and burns a hole going down in the ground. You are intruding on much more important work. This penalty, whoever you are, is death.
Is this gonna take a while, or are you gonna keep monologuing at me, or it's about time you showed yourself? Can we get this on the road now? I crack my knuckles.
And upstairs can roll some joint battles, and downstairs you because you are dragging a large burly man, subtlety has rather gone out the window. And you round the corner into the dungeons, and there is a large ghostly figure with it looks like its body is tattered robes, with a bended face and arms that extend into rotting looking claws that are just a little bit, that are just not a little bit, that are too long. And it was clearly facing a prisoner chained in a cell who's glaring at it, but it's turned to face you. I see that someone called for backup, little Shikari. What a delightful idea to give me more toys to play with.
Do I recognize this Shikari at all?
What is
Oh,
a Shikari?
Shikari is a member of the Wild Hunt, specially trained dragon blood.
you can. You were associated with House Teppet, previously, but you can roll me a, actually, what, your sagacity is 4,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Yes.
You never interacted with this, Shikari much, but you did, when you were with the Legions, see him around a bit. This is, Teppet Teschel.
So not a family member.
No.
Yeah, huh?
You really technically only have one family member.
I know. I know. I had to check on principle. But seeing that it's not someone that I care about, I'm gonna look at this this ghost just like completely unfazed, and just like push the necromancer from earlier forward. No, actually, we just heard that this guy and you needed to settle some differences, so we thought we'd help him out with his lack of proclivity to interact with you and bring him to you ourselves.
You'll note that the guy is looking everywhere except at the Shikari Teppet Teschel. And Teschel, for his part, says, "Oh, Fantastic. Glad you could make it. Didn't actually realize you were on the way, but it's always good to have some backup. You really should kill that one. He's a very dangerous anathema. Tracked him all the way here, and now I got stuck because he had friends. So, if you can kill him, we can get me out, kill this ghost thing, we can deal with whatever's happening here. Right quick.
Wait, it's anathema?
Everything's anathema.
Yeah,
I
this is a Shikari of the Wild Hunt, calling the solar that you dragged down here an anathema.
Wait, that was a solar? Oh my god.
Oh, no one else saw the glow.
Yeah.
I just went haywire upon seeing glowy bits.
Oh,
I have-
I got it.
I have trust issues with solars.
Fair enough. Okay. Hey,
Yeah,
how do
no,
you
my-
feel about the necromancer upstairs? I'm asking the Wild Hunt dude.
Yeah, why don't talk about whatever that is later. I assume it has to do with the shaking. It's time, probably time for you to fight instead of that. So everybody, we're gonna have half the party is fighting my ghost downstairs, and half the party is fighting against this guy in armor upstairs. Time.
I'm really confused. I thought we were talking to a person in a cell.
Who is currently being menaced by a ghost with some real ratty-looking clothing, and
Wait, so what's going on with the ghost?
there was a ghost that was taunting him and probably torturing him as you arrived.
Oh, I
Which
didn't
you-
even
which you
notice.
heard
I'm so sorry.
Which you heard around the corner, and who then said that you were, who then assumed that you were, and they both assume, both Heschel and this bad ghost, think that you are reinforcements from the Wild Hunt.
Oh, okay. I thought they were the same person and I got really confused. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Okay, now good.
All right. Yeah, there are these two combats about to begin. And we have a little bit more time in this session if you'd like, because I think we actually ended up getting started at like 7:45, so we could go till 9:45, or if people wanted to go later, or we can hold off on the combat experience until we have next week.
I really want to do it this week if that's okay.
I mean, I'm good with basically anything at this point. I fortunately do not have work tomorrow,
Mhm.
but that
How about you, Cole?
that is up to other people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Not gonna lie, I have a headache. And I'm kind of tired.
Then it's not a
Uh,
next week thing.
Yeah. Or I'll tell you what, if we wanna do two little micro sessions through the week, I can get Ashafia and Spire in one, and then Lark and Misty in another to do the two individual combats.
That does make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think that works.
Okay. I don't know if I can actually do anything with the ghost though, because I don't have any abilities to hit ghosts.
Well, you
Well-
better hope that it is materialized then.
Oh,
I-
okay.
I was gonna say, if it's torturing someone physically, then it has to be physical itself as well.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
I also
Okay.
I got you
have,
there.
I've got a lot of fencing for the rest of this week.
We could do yours on like Friday evening. I don't know. We'll put that. We'll figure out a schedule and see if we can do that or not. Even if we can only do one little micro session, it'll mean that the other combat will happen parallel. It'll happen. We won't have to go through 2 independent combats.
I have colored in 2 ravens and a black duck.
Excellent.
Okay, we'll call that session here.
Excellent.
Yeah. Ray, I guess can you end the stream?
Yeah. Thanks everyone for listening and watching my doodling shenanigans. I hope to see you next time.